Everyone give it up for Steve Vanderploeg. So when I was a child, I would visit my grandmother, and she had a globe. And she would say, Steve, spin the globe and put your finger on the globe. And wherever your finger lands, that's where you're supposed to go. And I was like, Grandma, I don't need to spin a globe to tell you that I would rather be anywhere else in the world right now than at this nursing home. I love my family. I have a nephew. I got to start thinking about Christmas already. Last year I was teasing him. I was like, hey, have you been a good kid? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, good, because if not, Santa's going to bring you coal. And he's like, oh, I don't want coal. And I'm like, really? Because this is Trump's America. That shit is worth money. Dumb kid. I ended up going to the Lego store. I bought him a Lego set. It was a Batman. It's from the Batman Lego movie. As I checked out, the cashier was asking me, he's like, oh, this is a spinoff of the Lego movie. Did you ever see that? And I said, no. And he said, oh, well, Batman was played by some stand-up comedian. I was like, oh, really? Do you know who? And he said, no. And then his coworker speaks up, and she's like, there's a lot of stand-up comedians out there. And I was like, you're fucking telling me. Left immediately. It's also, it's Disney on Ice season. Fuck Disney on Ice. Are you kidding me? What? It's just a musical on a hockey rink. That's all it is. It's just for money. Because the stories don't make sense. Like, nobody's skating up to Cinderella an hour and a half into the musical and being like, hey, I noticed you've only been wearing one ice skate for a while. Maybe this one's your size. Try it on. Like, Aladdin's probably just a dude in a purple vest driving a Zamboni with a carpet tied to the back. Like, I'm not an idiot, right? Like, I know that people spent thousands and thousands of years having sex with fish for mermaids to evolve. I'm not dumb. But Disney on Ice wants me to believe that overnight they're just gonna grow ice skates perpendicular to their fins as if they wouldn't just skate around in like a 5-foot circumference over and over again. It's just a money grab, right? Like, why did no one else try that? Like, why didn't Warner Brothers have a musical on a basketball court? I would kill to see Space Jam live. Absolutely kill for it. Grew up watching some weird stuff, as you can imagine. My parents tried to raise me a Christian. They tried to raise me on a Christian cartoon called VeggieTales. Yep. Even when I was 3 years old, I was like, what's the one thing kids care less about than God? Oh, vegetables. Great. I chose a different show myself, a show that now, as an adult, I have trust issues. I chose to watch Dinosaurs on ABC's TGIF. We all remember it. Again, I have trust issues from that show because here's the thing, is if Papa Dinosaur was a Megalosaurus and Mama Dinosaur was a Diplosaurus, why the fuck did they give birth to a Protoceratops and a Hypsilophodon? The baby's always saying, not the mama. Clearly, it's not the papa. Dumb baby. Might as well be my nephew. Jeez. I'm going to leave you guys with an impression. This is my impression of a high school geometry teacher in denial of being addicted to cocaine. No. Technically, it's just a line segment. I'm Steve Vanderploeg. Thank you so much. Steve Vanderploeg. We wore the same